with a lot of anime games coming around the corner and us also getting some newer anime games released recently with Bleach Rebirth of Souls and also with us having Demon Hunter, it might have been a little bit easy to forget about Hunter x Hunter and Impact, especially with it being a 2D fighter. But I wanted to actually give some touch and give some love to this game because we do plan on buying this game and picking it up, and we're going to try it out and try out the characters just how we did with Bleach Rebirth of Souls. But they've already announced that there's going to be a DLC pack where there's going to be 4 characters, and they've even given us when these characters are actually going to release. And today I want to give you my predictions and also just my thoughts on what some of the things are that's going to be coming to Hunter x Impact, and also just some of my thoughts about some of the things that I think about Hunter x Impact, especially with how small the roster is going to be, and just my thoughts on the games in general. And everybody has the question of if this game is worth buying and will it flop.
Suzuki, you want to see what true resolve is? I'll show you.
So we talk about Hunter x Impact, man. It's basically just going to be a 2D fighter. If you've played Marvel vs. Capcom or any of those games like this, you'll probably get a similar feel to that. I didn't really just have the luxury of getting to just play these games as much when I was a kid, so this is going to be a completely new style of game for me. I did get my chance to play this game at Tokyo Game Show, also Jump Festa, so I've played this game a few times, but I still haven't fully got to fully understand the controls and fully get a grasp on this game. But it's also because I was using like a different type of controller, not what I'm used to using, like a PlayStation controller. It was actually like a traditional style controller. Some of them I even use like the joystick where it has like the little stick and the buttons, like, yeah, not what I'm used to. The traditional, actual like hardcore fighting players, you'll probably be in the comments and you'll be like, yeah, I know how to use that. I would have picked that up very easily. But this game has a good vast amount of controls that you can use, but the one thing that a lot of people are not liking is the characters, man. This is all the characters we're getting right now. Of course, one of the DLCs that are confirmed is Neferpito, and she'll be releasing in fall of 2025. But this is the base roster, only 16 characters, which could seem very small considering that each match is a team of 3, which means, of these 16 characters, you might as well divide that by 3, and that's basically like, the variance that you're going to get and what people are using. But I do think all these characters are probably going to play a decent amount different and have different styles. We've already seen some things. I really like the way that Netero plays, but I do think this small roster and also the price of the game could be something that hurts this game. Some of the basic battle systems, man, basically 3v3, it's tag style fighting, but some of the things that I think is going to be pretty interesting is some of the other modes that they have and the way that these modes actually function. They do have a rank mode, and they've already confirmed that they are going to have player match where you can actually play with your friends. Hopefully there's a spectator mode. One thing that does make me happy is here it says create a purpose-built room and have fun with your friends, not friends. So let's hope that you can have more than just one person in there, and that this is actually going to be a pretty good lobby and we don't have a situation like what we've had with some other games. Hopefully if this can work just like how Sparking Zero worked on release, with it having a nice room where you can also spectate and do whatever you like to do, I think this would be a really nice addition for this game. And they also have offline free battle, and there's going to be a little bit of a story mode, but I think the story mode for the most part is just going to be, I think you're going through some of the memories through the Hunter x Hunter story, and also you can do like the Heavens Arena. But another cool thing that you can do with friends with this game is you're going to be able to trade basically Greed Island cards if you're doing the player matches, and you can actually see that right here, and I think this is pretty cool. We don't know if there's going to have like some extra effects, but I do think these are some nice things that you're going to be able to do. But you probably want to hear, Quinn, we know all these things, or if you didn't know these things, you're like, okay, that's nice to hear, but what are your predictions? And if we're looking at this roster, man, it's going to be pretty hard to do my predictions because there's a lot of Hunter x Hunter characters that they left out. But if I had to give you my predictions, I do think we're going to get one more of the Royal Guards, and I think we'd get Yuppie. I think if you're comparing him and Pooh, I do think that we'd probably need to get Yuppie more just because he's more of a combat-faced character. So I do think that we would get him before we got Poof. Another prediction, because we're only going to be predicting 3 characters because those are the only ones. If I actually show you here, you can see that it says we'll be getting one in fall, which is Neferpito. We'll be getting one in winter, one in spring, and one in summer. So my guess for winter or just one of these other slots is going to be Yuppie. I think the other one will be a Lumi because he is a fan favorite, and I do think a lot of people are upset that he's not in the base roster, but at least we got Crollo. I think the next one would be Yuppie, and I think the last one would be another Spider. And it's very hard to predict which one of the Phantom Troops they put in here, because they did, hit some of the strong ones. They got Crollo, they also got Vogan. Machi, I think, is a little bit controversial for somebody else that they could have picked, and I think it's Nobunaga. I think Nobunaga maybe played a little bit more of a role, and I would put Nobunaga in here as my final pick for the first DLC pack, which, this is kind of spread out for these characters, but I'm pretty sure this is like the normal schedule that you get for fighting games as far as DLC go. But y'all can let me know in the comments what are your predictions for the DLC. Like I said, I think it's going to be Yuppie, I think it'll be Illumi, and I think we'll get Nobunaga, and I think that'll be pretty fun. I would prefer a faster pace, but at least they gave us the dates and it's already here for us to see. But yeah, let me know how y'all are actually feeling about Hunter x Hunter and Impact, and some other things I didn't say about the game. This game also will have rollback netcode, but it's only going to be released on the PlayStation and also only on Steam. So it's not going to be on Xbox for my Xbox players. Sorry about that for y'all. It'll also be on the Nintendo Switch, but the rollback is only on PlayStation 5 and on Steam. Looks like it's a max of 1 to 2 players, and the thing is, this price tag, it's $60, and a lot of people don't feel like they can justify that, man. But yeah, keep in mind, man, we're going to be keeping up with this game, so look forward to future videos. I think we'll be going to Evo Japan maybe in a week or so, maybe from when you see this video. If we have a chance to play Hunter x Hunter and Impact and actually show you some different characters, we will do that again as well. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Hunter x Hunter and Impact, and what character are you the most excited to play with. Me personally, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with Netero for sure, and I don't know who else after that, man. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you on the next one, man. We up.